And at this time, it is my privilege to introduce John Manny Higgins, graduating today with his bachelor's degree in computer graphic design, to step up to the podium. Mr. Higgins will deliver the graduate greeting today and share with us his own educational journey. Please welcome Manny Higgins.
I wanted you to hear that song because it was written by Horatio Spafford, who experienced several life tragedies in the space of a few years. His only son died of scarlet fever. He lost everything he owned in the Great Chicago fires, and his 4 daughters were killed when their ship sank crossing the Atlantic. As he was crossing it to be with his wife, who survived the ship sinking, the captain told them as they were crossing the point where the ship sank that this is a point, and those words to the song, "It Is Well," came to him. And I mention that because as a former business owner, I learned the hard way that education is paramount in today's job market. My business failed in 2008 when the economy crashed. I thought I'd get a temporary job until things turned around, with no luck. I'd always wanted to go to college. I saw the writing on the wall. The less education you have, the shorter your skill set list, the less likely you are to stay gainfully employed. In 2009, I decided to attend a graphic design program at Sullivan College of Technology and Design. During the initial interview, I learned all students must pay their loans back no matter what, unless you die. I thought, well, I might as well go ahead and get the degree if I'm going to have to pay it back no matter what. My then fiance also wanted to attend school for graphic design. Her age precluded her from signing her financial papers. So we moved the wedding date up so she could start school sooner. We agreed in the beginning, since we're going to have to pay it back no matter what, we must finish no matter what. Quitting would never be an option. No matter what life throws at us, we must finish school. Failure was never going to be an option for us. So began what became our 5-year trek. The following events are the challenging obstacles we met, which tested the mettle of our resolve. Challenge 1. In February 2010, while on my way to work, I was in the first of 4 auto accidents, which resulted in 2 ruptured discs in my back. After not being able to return to work with months of physical therapy and mounting medical bills, we lost our home. We were homeless. We didn't tell very many people. Attending college with no income, no home, little food, it'd be understandable if we quit school. We reevaluated and concluded quitting was not an option. Challenge 3. My health began to decline as a result of living a sedentary life, taking pain medication and anti-inflammatory meds. Descended with drastic weight gain, high blood pressure, stage 3 kidney disease, sleep apnea, depression, and PTSD. My daily life was filled with excruciating pain in my back and numbness and weakness in my legs. The embarrassment of falling down at school and not being able to get up was only compounded when staff had to carry me out to our car. Paige stuck by my side through the pain and sleepless nights. July of 2012, I was awarded disability and Medicaid insurance. Paige and I had to take a 9-month medical leave so I could have spinal surgery. She assisted me through healing, rehab, and a surgery that left me with nerve damage to my right leg. Challenge 4. February 25th, 2012, we received the tragic news my older brother Daniel was shot in the face and killed while riding his bicycle home from the store. It was an emotionally crippling blow. My eldest brother Benjamin had previously been murdered in October of 1986. My mind began to show increasing signs my PTSD and depression were not getting better, but worse. It was a legitimate excuse to quit school. After discussing it, we chose to stand steadfast in our commitment. Failure is not an option. Challenge 5. Paige wanted to have a child from the time we first married. I was reluctant. Reason? We had to finish school after all. Maybe I used school as a get out of parenthood free card. I finally agreed to having a child before we finished school. One night in January of 2013, I dreamt I was lying on my back on our bedroom floor, holding my infant son up above my face and making him laugh. 1 week later, we found out we were pregnant. It was the same little boy I saw in my dream. We decided, though quitting school to raise a family wasn't perhaps the best decision, it was not unrealistic. We chose to stay in school. Going to school, Paige working part-time at Big Lots and preparing for a new baby was a daunting undertaking. We held on to the conviction quitting was not an option. Challenge 6. 23 days before our beautiful son, RJ, was born, on my birthday, October 1st, 2013, I had a stroke which affected some of my memory and speech. We had to take another medical leave. I had previously been a motivational speaker, a people person, where communication was paramount. My depression increased. I feared reaching my goals was over. But after many tests, speech therapy, and treatment, I returned to school in 2014 as an independent study student. The following quarter, the school worked out a schedule that allowed at least one of us to be at home with little RJ each day while still finishing our education. When I was at school on Mondays and Wednesdays, Paige was at home caring for RJ. Then we'd switch on Tuesdays and Thursdays when I was at home with the baby and Paige was at school. Now, after 5 years, 9 months, we have come to the end of our trek. Our hand is upon the doorknob to our future's door. We're ready to open the door to a bright, new, and exciting chapter in our lives. We know what it is to go without. We know what it is to be around others who are eating well, and imagine a day when we can look back and say, remember when we used to dream about eating like this regularly? We want to say to you, as you begin your journey on this path to excellence, should you find yourself wondering if you have what it takes to reach your life goals, we want to affirm to you, if your goal is worthwhile, if it's realistic, and if it's obtainable, go for it. Set your eyes like flint upon the horizon of your future. Run long, run hard, and run unceasingly, allowing nothing nor anyone, especially not yourself, to deter you from reaching your goal. If you're weary, keep running. If you're hurt, keep running. If you're broke, keep running. If you're tired, keep running. If you're hungry, keep running. If you're brokenhearted, keep running. If the world tells you to stop and take a rest, heed not to their resolve, but rather listen to the anthem of your heart. Feel the pulse and beat of your soul as it cries out, for completion. Set the altitude of your life's aeroplane to positive and soar high to the altitude of your destiny. Thank you.
Thank you, Manny, for inspiring us with your message and with your actions. Quitting was never an option for you. And those of us sitting in front of us ready to graduate, quitting has not been an option for you. Proud of you. And I'd like to take 1 second to acknowledge the faculty who worked with the Higgins family. And if you taught Manny or Paige at any time during their illustrious career at SCTD, would you stand, please? Erin O'Mara, Acting Chairperson of the Computer Graphic Design and Dynamic Web Development Departments, is presenting the Award for Excellence in Computer Graphic Design Bachelor's degree. The recipient of this award is John Higgins. The Award for Excellence in Computer Engineering Technology will be presented this morning by Greg Sims, faculty member in the department.